Hello guys, it's Grace here. In today's video we are going to learn how to sew this beautiful shades from start to finish. If you haven't seen the drafting and the cutting part of it, please use the link below this video to watch and learn so that you can actually join us here. Why today we'll be focusing on how to join all the pieces we cut out together. Without further ado, let's get into the video. We are going to start by working with the front piece. This is one of the front piece, so I place the facing right side facing. I'm going to mark 3 inches from the center front, and from there I'm going to make use of ½ inch from that 3 inch like this, and I'm going to stitch it, curve it and stitch it from the top down to the bottom with ½ inch like so. Following the direction of my chalk, I'll be stitching it with ½ inch. After stitching it down, I'm going to use the tip of my scissors to bring the pointed part of it out, and I'm also going to notch it. Make sure you notch it so that it will relax and also come out very pointy. After doing this, go ahead and iron it flat, and also repeat the same process on the second side of the front piece. After doing this for the second side of the front piece, let's put this aside and move on to the back piece. For the back piece, I'm going to fold this part like this with ½ inch and further fold it with ½ inch. This is the center back. This is how it look like. Remember, we added 1 inch for this center back, so this is it. I'm bringing in my pattern to get the center of the shades. From the pattern drafting, you know that we have the center as well, so I place the pattern to mark the center. I'm going to be repeating it on the two sides. I will mark it on 2 sides of the back piece. After marking it, I'm going to make sure that the center point match up with the center point. Okay, where I notch, I'm going to place it that it match up with the center of the center point like this. I'm going to stitch it down like so. After stitching it down so that the 2 pieces will become 1 piece, I'll bring in the yoke, fold it together, fold it like this to mark the center. After folding the yoke to mark the center, I'm going to place it center to center and stitch it down. After stitching it down, you're going to have something looking like this. You also join the shoulder. We are going to join the shoulder by ½ inch. And once that is done, you are going to move on to the collar. For the collar, I'm going to mark where I'm going to stitch. All right, not the allowance. I notch it down. After that, I'm going to stitch on this curved part. Okay, and after stitching on this curved part, I'm going to press it flat. Iron it down. After ironing it down, fold it into 2 to get the center too. Mark the center point of your collar. After marking the center of your collar, I'm going to match it center to center. Center of the collar on the center of the body. I'll be stitching it down. Pay attention to this part, is very important. After stitching it down, notch it the way you see me do. Now flip your front facing to be on the wrong side of this sheet. Okay, I've already done that to one side. I'm going to be showing you that on the other side. Okay, you can see the way I stitch one side of the collar, and before that I'll fold in the front facing like this, the rough edge of the front facing like this, and iron it down. And also the edge of the shoulder area, I fold it in like this. So I'm going to flip it in the way that the wrong side of my front facing is on the wrong side of the sheet. Okay, look at what I'm doing. The right side of the front facing is on the wrong side of the sheet, while the main collar is at the back. Okay, like so, and stitch it down. After stitching it down, you should have something looking like this. The collar should be at the back, okay, and the facing for the front should be on the wrong side of the sheet like this. I'm now arranging the edge of the collar to cover up the rough edge of this neck area. You can see the way I'm applying hemming gum, the way I would love it to be. I'm applying hemming gum so that I will iron it down face. This gives a very neat finishing. Okay, so I'm going to arrange it the way I would love to stitch it down before I will go and run a clean stitch on it. Okay, I'm using hemming gum to get the shape of what I want right now. After that, I will go and stitch it down. Once you have done doing this, you are going to notice that the collar is at the back, while the facing for the front is towards the center front, and you're going to stitch it down like so. Personally, before I stitch it down, I like to iron it flat to get the shape of what I'm going to stitch down before I will actually stitch it down. So you can see me applying hemming gum, small tiny hemming gum, just to hold down the collar together as if I've stitched it down. For the edge of the front piece, I'm going to fold it like this. Make sure I flip the facing on the main piece like this, right side facing. I'm going to stitch this area by ½ inch. Okay, you can even decide to stitch this hem line with 1 inch. So in my case, I stitch it down with ½ inch. Did I say ½ inch? Sorry, 1 inch. I stitch the hem line with 1 inch. And after that, I fold in ½ inch and further fold it with ½ inch. I'm going to stitch it down. Whatever we are doing for the front piece, make sure you repeat the same process on the back piece at the hem line. After folding the back of the hem line, shape out the shades with the allowance you added. In my case, I added 1½ inch for the sewing allowance, so I actually shape it out with 1½ inches. Okay, after shaping it out, this is what we have. So moving on to the sleeve part of it, I'm going to place the band of the sleeve like this and stitch it down with ½ inch. And after that, I'm going to fold it, the edge of the band, and I'm going to flip it to the wrong side and stitch it like this. The reason why I'm actually using this band is because I don't want it to be obvious at the right side, just for me to stitch it down with ½ an inch. Okay, so that it will not consume enough or too much of a allowance. I don't want to fold too much of allowance inward. Okay, so I've decided to apply this method. After this, I'm going to do this on both sides of the sleeve. Go ahead and stitch it down like so, following the direction of my finger. After stitching it down, for the shade, I'm losing the side a bit because I'm going to attach the sleeve like this. I mark the center of my sleeve by folding it into two to notch the center. I'm going to make sure that the center of my sleeve is on the shoulder, the joining allowance, and I'm going to stitch it from one shoulder allowance to the armhole and from the second shoulder allowance to the armhole. Once I've done stitching it down, guys, I'm going to apply hemming gum at this front piece. This is the facing and the main piece. I'm going to be applying hemming gum like this to make sure that it is firm and secure, and the facing and the main piece are one. If there is any at the top of the shades or at the collar area, If there is any flying a color, I'm going to tack it down to the shades with my thread and needle. That is exactly what I'm doing. Okay, I make sure I tack it down. And guys, once that is done, this is what I have. It's looking very beautiful. And I'm going to be applying big white button. For now, this is the area I'm going to be applying button, just 3 points. And that is all for today's tutorial. See you all in the next tutorial. Bye.